today I'll be reviewing two books which I believe are in conversation with each other. The first one is Sulwe by Lupita Nyong'o, and the second one is Hair Love by Matthew A. Cherry. So Sulwe is a book by Lupita Nyong'o, who is a Kenyan-Mexican actress and author, and it focuses on the life of a young girl who struggles to accept herself due to her dark skin. So Sulwe, she's born in a family where everyone else is light-skinned and she's the only one who's dark-skinned, and she struggles making friends because at school people call it blackie, darkie or night, and they prefer playing with a sister Mitch who is actually light-skinned. So with Mitch they associate her with sunshine, with ray, with beauty, and it gets to Sulwe to the point that she actually ends up erasing her skin, trying to be as light as her sister. She ends up trying to use her mother's makeup to make herself lighter, and when she sees that it doesn't work, she ends up eating the lightest and brightest food so that it works from the inside out, but at the end of the day it doesn't work. So there's a page where Sulwe is praying to God that if she's made light skinned, she'll feel beautiful and everything. And then her mother comes in the next morning when she sees Sulwe very upset, and then she asks her, "Why are you upset?" And then she tells her that I'm not very good looking because I'm dark skinned. So her mother explains to her what her name means, and then there's a story behind it. Like in ancient days there was day and night, and there were sisters, and then people, they hated day because she was dark. She was associated with bad words like darkie, blackie, just as what Sulwe was experiencing. And I think in society we see that dark-skinned women or dark-skinned people, they're associated with being bitter, with being angry, with being mean, and they are perceived to be stronger than lighter-skinned people, which is very untrue. And I think this book is very important because it teaches children at a very young age that whether you're light-skinned or whether you're dark-skinned, you're beautiful the way you are. Because I think we've really incorporated this into our minds that people who are light-skinned are better than people who are dark-skinned. And I do not perceive to that at all, nor do I subscribe to that. Hair Love is a book by Matthew A. Cherry, who's an African-American ex-NFL player, an author, and also a director. And it focuses on the relationship between a father and a daughter. So it's more of like a girl-dad kind of book. So Zuri, she's a young girl who loves her hair, and she knows that her hair has a mind of its own. And I'm not sure if anyone has seen the short film, but it has a short film. It's also on YouTube. But in the book, Zuri, she's preparing for a very special day, and so she goes on YouTube and she watches her mother's vlogs where she has to do her own hair, but she struggles to do her own hair because coily and kinky hair is not very easy to do. So her father ends up seeing that she's struggling with it, and then he tries to help her with doing her hair, but the father is overwhelmed because the hair is a lot, and it's coily and it's kinky, which is very beautiful, but it's not very easy to manage. So they end up watching the YouTube videos and they end up doing the hair, and she ends up loving it. And I think it's one of the best short stories or short children's books that I've read. Big take from Hair Love is to show that father-daughter relationships are very important, and something like doing hair is not only for the mothers or only for women, but fathers can also take part because it's something which is unisex. And I think it also cements a relationship between a father and a daughter. And another take from the book is that coily hair, kinky hair is beautiful hair. It doesn't matter that it doesn't really subscribe to what people think or perceive as being beautiful. People are thinking that only if you have straight hair or curly hair is beautiful. I believe coily hair, or hard mashona type as they say it in Zimbabwe, it's very beautiful hair, and we should love our hair regardless of what it looks like. The reason why I believe these two books are in conversation with each other is because it's a matter of representation. If children see themselves being represented at a very young age, I think it also boosts their confidence for them to understand and to love the dark skin, for them to understand and to love the coily hair. I believe it is very important for us to teach our children at a very young age for them to love themselves. And I really recommend these two books because it also helps them to love their skin, to see that they're being represented, and also for them to love them. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe and comment, and if you want to talk about the books or anything to do with the books, please don't hesitate to leave a comment below, and then we can discuss the book. Until next time, bye.